Hi, it's Mindy. Welcome to Summer Inventors Club. Today, I'm going to talk to you about nature because our word of the week this week is nature. So I've come down here to Highbanks Metro Park. It's right outside of Columbus, right off 315, right on the other side of these trees on this side. It's Olentangy River Road, which is the same as 315, so I'm not very far away from inner city, and I'm able to come out here and see all that nature has to offer. The water and the trees, and there's all kinds of trails out here. I got my handy bug spray because when you're in these trees, these bugs are treacherous. You do not want to get bit up by mosquitoes. So this bug spray is a must. But there's all kinds of hikes you can walk around and see animals, squirrels, chipmunks, fox maybe. Down here at the water you could see things like turtles and fish and lizards and maybe even a snake. And then there's all kinds of bugs. There's salamander, so that's not a bug. But there's definitely mosquitoes, butterflies, there might be caterpillars, all kinds of bugs out here. So I encourage you to get out wherever you can and see the nature, be encouraged by nature, maybe be inspired by the trees and the things that you see around. And you know, I wanted to mention too, right as I got here to the water, I saw this little piece of trash. So I just want to remind you that when you come out in nature, make sure you take everything that you brought with you back. I bet somebody just forgot this because it seemed, when I kicked it, it seems like it's still full of juice. So they probably just brought their juice and they just left it. So make sure you clean up after yourself. Don't leave your trash out in the park. And take the time to come out and enjoy yourself. Take a walk, get some exercise. Enjoy the parks. There's all kinds of parks all over the city, and you can come fishing or play games out in the park, all kinds of things. Nice to see you today, Summer Inventors Club. Enjoy that nature. Oh, this trash. This trash sure does ruin the landscape. Be sure not to leave your own trash around like that. Down here at the water. Oh, hi, Summer Inventors Club. It's me again, and I've got my little grandson here, Jack. Can you wave hi, Jack? Wave hi. And we've come down to see the water. We're still at Highbanks Metro Park, and this little guy, he's used to coming out in the nature. He likes to explore, and if I would let go of his hand, he would just walk right down there and step right in the water. I'm sure you can see him already. He likes to play in the dirt, and he likes to collect sticks. Nature is a great way to find things you can make art with. Finding things like rocks. You like rocks? You like rocks? You got dirt on your hand? A stick? Mr. Duarte earlier, or I think later this week, is going to show you how to make a shaker or the streamer. The streamer had a stick in it, and you can find sticks out in the park to make your crafts with. Oh look, he's getting ready to go in the water. I bet I might have to catch up with you later so I can control this crazy guy. All right, see you later. All right, that's a wrap for me. I'm heading back up to the car. Notice how when you leave the open area and you go into the trees, the canopy of leaves makes it so it's so dark. It makes it so it looks like it's starting to be nighttime, even though it's in the daytime, because the trees cover all the sun and it gets really dark in here. And you can see all the beauty of the nature. Look here, I see a bloom that's getting ready to come up. It looks like a pretty flower is about to bloom. The orange. And if I peer into the trees, I might see some other wildlife. The nice thing about hikes is that there's so much to look at as you're walking. The different kinds of leaves, different kinds of trees. There's different textures on the tree barks that are interesting for something you might draw in a drawing. And see how here it gets really, really dark. Those trees, the leaves on the trees are so dense and so full that they make it so you can hardly even see any of the daylight that comes through them. I'm really excited because up here there's a pretty cool tree that fell down for you to see, and it started to decay. It looks like it might have fallen down last winter, so it's had a chance to really break down, and different things are growing in it. It's got some really cool designs and textures, and I think maybe this lighter part of the wood might be a fresher break, and then this darker part of the wood might be where it has been broken down for a long time, because here you can see where there's a piece that looks like it just fell off recently. And then on the edge of the tree here, it looks like since it's so wet, there might be some moss growing on it, and moss is really light to the touch. It's nice and smooth and soft. It's a really cool texture there too. So like I said, there's like all really kind of cool things to see out here in the park. I think this tree right here, how it has that broken bark at the top, I think that might be a sycamore tree because of the bark. You'll have to check me on that. Maybe look up on the internet and see if you can figure out what kind of trees there are. And I think there are apps that you can put on your phone too, that you can take a picture of a leaf or a branch and it'll tell you what the plant is, so you'll know. And then also, if you see leaves that are shiny, make sure you don't touch them, because those might be poisonous leaves, so you don't want to get any kind of rash or anything and start itching. Also, if you look really close, you might find a little hole where an animal lives, like a squirrel or a chipmunk or maybe even a woodpecker on the tree branch. And here's a vine. This kind of reminds me of something Tarzan might have swung on in that movie. Are you familiar with Tarzan? He's that guy who got raised by the monkeys in the jungle and swung from the branches. But now that we're coming back out into the opening, you can see like how it's getting lighter again. We're coming back into the daylight. And there's lots of bugs. Don't forget that bug spray. So enjoy the word of the week, nature, this week. I'm excited for all the things we're gonna do, and this is gonna be a great week for you, Summer Inventors Club. This is Mindy signing off. Have a good day.